Stop number 5 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Darlington Raceway, Darlington, South Carolina, for the running of the running of the Dodge Challenger 500. We're set for 56 laps of racing on this 1.366 mile egg-shaped racetrack in the heart of South Carolina. As 40 cars are getting ready to roll out for this race. Here's the starting lineup for today's event. On the pole, it is number 26. It is Trent Dunham in the Crown Royal Urban Tools Ford. He has the pole at 182 miles per hour. He's alongside Cement Osborne, his second straight front row start. He started front row at Atlanta, the last race on the tour, even though he dropped back a bunch in that race. And Cement feeling confident about this one too here at Darlington. So let's see what happens to him. He's in the FedEx Chevrolet car number 11. Second row has Joshua Osborne, car number 20, the Home Depot Pontiac, the best he's qualified in quite a while. He's alongside Charles Sanford, number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Both Charles and Joshua have in-car cameras in today's race, as will our fifth place starter, Jessica Shelton. She has her third camera today in the number 17 DeWalt Tools Ford. She's a Daytona 500 champion this season. She's flanked by car number 28, Kat Batson, an all-girl third row. Kat driving the number 28 Texaco Havoline Ford. Fourth row, has number 3, Cole Beaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He's alongside number 32, Zachary Fitzwater, the Tide Pontiac. Fifth row, Keith Badson, car 88, the Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Taurus. His car number is 88. He's alongside number 2, Dylan Young, the Miller Lite Dodge. Row 6, Quentin Moore in the Square D Chevrolet, number 55, and number 97, that is Jesse Turner. Row number 7 has Christian Vargas in number 45 and Mike Becker in 43, Petty Racing teammates in that row, both of them driving Dodges. Row 8 has number 16, John Andrews, and number 99, Levi McIntyre, the Office Depot Ford. The 9th row has number 8, that's Amanda Evans, and number 5, the winner at Richmond this season, that's Seth Cole. Going to row number 10 has number 38, that's Laura Chung. She was the pole sitter at Atlanta. She's alongside number 33, that is Daniel Bouchard. Next row down has number 42, Kyle Matthews in the Texaco Havoline Dodge. He's flanked by number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Max Chevrolet. Next row down has number 1, Clint Buchanan in the Pennzoil Chevrolet, number 1. He's alongside number 40, that is Phil Parker in the Coors Light Silver Bullet Dodge. Next row down has two of our winners as our other two winners from this season. Dylan Poteet, he won at Atlanta this past the last race on the tour. He's flanked by number 18, that is the winner at Rockingham, Nathan Ormond. Next row down has number 15, that's Allison Rain, and number 12, Zach Winkle. Next row down has number 7, that is Alexander Rowe, and number 21, Roberto Crown Jr. Next row down has number 41, that is Wes McCoy. He's alongside number 10, Matt McIntyre in the Valvoline Pontiac. Next row down has number 29, Ryan Butcher, and number 19, Ryan Brummer, a pair of Ryans in that row. And it's James Henry, number 25, and beside him, number 44, Tito McCoy. Next row down has number 71, Gabby Conklin, and number 48, Paul Minnick. And starting shotgun is number 6, Ryan George, and number 31, James Sykes. So 40 cars are lined up for racing here today. As I mentioned again, the Joshua Osborne, Charles Sanford, and Jessica Shelton will have our 3 in-car cameras in today's race here at Darlington. And we have had 4 winners in the first 4 races of the season there. As we mentioned, we saw Shelton win the Daytona 500. Then we saw Poteet win Atlanta. Seth Cole won Richmond. And Nathan Ormond won Rockingham. So will we go 5 for 5, or will one of those 4 we mentioned become the first 2-time winner of the season? Well, we'll find out in 56 laps that will run here today.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
And there's the command to fire the engines as we set for racing here today. As the pace car leads the field off of pit road for the pace lap, we'll be back for the green flag right after this. Field being led through turns number 3 and 4 right now as the pace car He's about to duck off on the pit road at any moment. As you see, Ford Chevy front row here. Trent Dunham on the pole in car number 26 at 182 miles per hour. And alongside Cement Oscon, his second straight front row start. He started second at Atlanta. He's our second here today at Darlington. Green flag flies, and we are underway in the Dodge Challenger 500. Trent Dunham leads lap number 1 here as Joshua Osborne goes to the low side, tries to take the lead away from the 26 car. As they make their way to turn number 3 now. Shelton is in third. Fourth is Cole Beaver, and Keith Batson runs in fifth position. Batson won this race last season in dominating fashion. And Keith, he said, is looking for feeling really good about winning this race again for the second season in a row. There's Keith in number 88, the Quality Care Ford Credit Ford. He runs fifth position right now, and closing in on fourth place, Cole Deaver right now, as we watch the battle for the lead happening now between Dunham, Osborne, and now Shelton, who tries to get around Joshua Osborne in car number 20. They come off to number 2, on board Jessica Shelton's car. Need to slow down for turns number 3 and 4 here. Down about a close 164 miles an hour. Let's see how fast they go through turns number 1 and 2. They run it almost flat out to that corner right here. At this speed down to about 186, 185, 184 miles an hour now. Through turns 1 and 2, but I want you to go to turn number 3. Down from 198 miles an hour to 157 miles per hour. Through that corner, Joshua Osborne takes the lead, by the way, as you ride the Sheldon when that happened. And now Trent Dunham is caught up in the high side of the racetrack here, and now he's going backwards. So there's your running orders they are right now. Quentin Moore's quickly worked his way into the top 10 as he's gotten past Charles Sanford for position. Quentin is in 5th position, Sanford in 6th, 7th is Dylan Young, 8th is now Pat Batson, Trent Dunham's dropped to 9th, and John Andrews runs 10th. Single files they're running right now here at Darlington Raceway. Shelton now tries to get around, still trying to figure a way around Joshua Osborne's car, the number 20 car. There's the view from Joshua Osborne's car as the bumper cam on his machine. Looking right in the front end of Jessica Shelton's machine. Cole Beaver to the inside of Shelton as they go through turns number 1 and 2 right now, trying for second place. So it's feeling Osborne's car 199 miles an hour to turn number 3. See how fast he goes through the first and second corners, 185 miles an hour. How fast how slow he goes through that corner. 200 miles an hour to turn number 1 right now, and down about 161 in the middle into turn number 3. here in Darlington, just a little over 180 miles per hour. And back in the day, that used to be unheard of at Darlington to go 180 plus miles an hour on that track. Cole Beaver gets past Shelton out for second place now as the Goodrich Chevrolet now moves his way into the field. Shelton the third, fourth is Batson, fifth is Quentin Moore, sixth is Charles Samper. Going Young in seventh, eighth is Cat Batson, ninth position is Trent Dunham, 10th is John Andrews, 11th is Levi McIntyre, Amanda Evans is 12th, 13th is Christian Vargas, who now gets off the wall, come out to number 2, so make that 13th is Laura Chung now. Zachary Fitzwater's 14th, 15th is Kyle Matthews, 16th is Dylan Poteet. Mike Becker 17th, Vargas is 18th, David Bouchard 19th, and Alexander Rowe runs in 20th. It's William Brock in 21st position as the field moves to turns number 1 and 2 right now. Allison Rain in 23rd, Seth Cole, who won at Richmond, is in 24th there at number 5, Kellogg's CarQuest machine. Bill Parker 25th, Ryan Butcher 26th, James Henry's 27th, 28th is Nathan Orman, the Rockingham winner, Gabby Conklin 29th, and Cement Oscon started second. Again, is Trot back, he's in 30th position. Cement's got to be wondering if his luck's ever going to change in this series. He did have some good run, he did have some good top 20 runs last season though, however, but still early on in the race though, 14 laps in the books out of 56. It'll be 14 in the books this time by out of the 56, but so still a lot of time left to be left here at this racetrack. And Matt McIntyre slowing down just a little bit in the number 10 car. I think he got off the wall, come up to number 2. Jesse Turner right now is the last car running in 40th position. Or Jesse Turner, another guy who's had a lot of hard luck the last few seasons in the series. And in the meantime, Cole Deaver has taken the lead in number 3, the Goodrich Chevrolet, as Osborne has dropped back now to about 6th place. Last race we brought to you on the tour at Atlanta, we saw a tremendous event we had here. A lot of great racing on that racetrack here, and today we may see another good one here today at Darlington, the way they're running right now. As Thieber continues to hold on to the top spot there, Sean in second place, as we mentioned, and Batson at the third spot. Quentin Moore, who started about 13th in the field, is now started about 13th in the field, is now up to 4th. Here comes Shelton to the low side on Cole Beaver through turns number 1 and 2. Keith Bass is going to go with Shelton, and Shelton to the lead at Darlington Raceway. On board Jessica Shelton's car, and this is what everybody really likes to see out in front out of the windshield. Nothing. Turn number 3 they go here. Shelton but flat to the floor on the front stretch now. Let's check and see where our in-car camera cars are running right now. There's the view from Charles Sanford's point of view there, and 2040 was in 4th position right now. The DuPont Chevrolet. Just saw 200 miles an hour, blink into turn number 3. Check the fastest lap of the race so far, and Charles in fact does have the fastest lap of the race so far at 185.5. Several cars very close as far as speed is concerned. And there's the view from Joshua Osborne's perspective. He runs in 6th place right now in the Home Depot Pontiac. They got Chevrolet, Ford, and Pontiac running with a in-car canvas here today. Off the second turn, off turn number 4 they come here. Quentin Moore gets past the 88 car of Keith Batson. Quentin's luck has been kind of feast or famine in this series area. It was last season though. He finished. He called his points finish a little bit disappointing though last season though, but Quentin's of course trying to turn his luck around here at this racetrack. He has a pole this season looking at Richmond, but. And of course, he had a top 10 run at Rockingham. And of course, other than that, though, not much luck here. He was right there in contention to win the Daytona 500. All of a sudden, his car got loose and then caused a crash that set up the one-lap dash checkers in that race. So horsepower's been no problem for Quentin Moore this season, though. He's trying to get the racing luck that he needs to get himself back into championship contention this season. He thinks with his team he can do it, though. He's assembled a potent team, though, with himself, as a matter of fact, though, with he and James Sykes continuing on with his team, and also Gabby Conklin being added to the team this season. And, of course, Gabby running for Rookie of the Year this season as well, too. Quentin right now runs second place behind Jessica Shelton. At this point here, Quentin wasn't entirely skunked last season win-wise. He did win the 600 at Charlotte last season in the Morgan Shepherd Cinco colors. And now battle for third place going on here. Charles Sanford moves inside of the 88 Keith Batson. And Charles has the lead, not the lead. Blech. Charles has second place right now. He has third place, excuse me, not second. Sorry I can't talk today. Young running in fourth position. Fifth is Batson. Sixth is Osborne. Then Cat Batson runs sixth. Seventh position is... Actually, Osborne is sixth. Cat Batson is seventh. Eighth is Bieber. Ninth is Andrews. And 10th is Dunham. The pole sitter in this event. There's Levi McIntyre running in 11th position right now. Laura Chung in 12th. Then Fitzwater 13th. Matthews running 14th. Matthews trying to get by Fitzwater right now for that 13th position at this point as they come off turn number 2. Dips to the low side. He's got position right now, so move Matthews up a spot. And William Brock also got past Alexander Rowe, who got off the wall, come off turn number 2. Meantime, the top 4 cars have all bunched up there, and you can about throw a blanket over those top 4 cars right now. As Sanford pulls to the back bumper of the 55 of Quentin Moore. Riding with Charles Sanford, number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. There's the front bumper thing on Charles' car. So far, as we are 30 laps into the race here, we are down to 26 to go, so we're all past halfway point. There's Darlington Raceway. Quentin Moore, he's in the back bumper of his machine from Charles Sanford's point of view. Dylan Young again in 4th position, and Keith Batson running in 5th. No laps having to contend with right now. Shelton gets loose and gets off the wall. Quentin Moore goes to the lead now at number 55. And that didn't cost Shelton all that much, though. She drops only to 5th position now in the 17 car as they go through turns number 1 and 2 right now. Charles goes inside of Quentin for that number 1 position. He's got Dylan Young behind him in the 2 car. This is for the lead. now Batson trying to close up and make it a four-way battle. Charles moves inside of Quentin Moore as they go through turns number 1 and 2. Chevrolet's running first and second, Dodge running in third, Ford in fourth, and a Ford in fifth. With Joshua Osborne being the leading Pontiac right now in 6th place. Sanford again looks inside of Moore for the top spot. Not quite yet as they go into turn number 3 now. Charles peeks to the low side once again, but Quentin again throws the blocko. Margin that time by was 9/100 of a second that time by across the start-finish line. Charles keeping the pressure on him, and Dylan Young keeping the pressure on Charles Sanford now for that number 2 position. Dylan Young, who won last season's championship, though, by consistent performance. Batson's right there on the back of Dylan Young's car. Here comes Sanford for the lead. Not quite. And now you got 6 cars running right there together right now at this point of this race here as they go into turn number 1 now. Deaver again runs 7th position. 8th right now is Cat Basson. John Andrews is in 9th, and Levi McIntyre, number 99, is now moving to 10th position in the Office Depot Ford. McIntyre, season champion of season 25, did that without winning a race. But he's won some races since then, of course, and he hopes to get himself back, and he, like Quentin Moore, hopes to get himself back into contention for the championship, and he's a consistent top 10 runner in the points. Laura Chung running 11th. Kyle Matthews now at the 12th. 13th is Daniel Bouchard. 14th is now Trent Dunham. 15th position is now Zachary Fitzwater. William Brock 16th. Amanda Evans 17th. Seth Cole 18th. Bill Parker's 19th, and Nathan Ormond's moved up into 20th position right now in the Interstate Batteries Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Alexander Rowe 21st, and Allison Rain is in 22nd position. Of course, Interstate Batteries, of course, will sponsor our next race on the tour, which will be at Texas Motor Speedway for the Interstate Batteries 500. Jessica Shelton going backwards in that 17 car. Now McIntyre gets by her. Tries to. A couple of Ford Fusions battling it out here for position. And he's going to bring Laura Chung and Kyle Matthews with her. Or with him, I should say. Duh. And oh, by the way, Quentin Moore just lost the lead to Charles Sanford, number 24. There he is. He's got Dylan Young behind him now. Can Charles hold him off to get his first victory of the season? We'll find out here. We've seen a driver hold the lead for a few laps and then lose it within a few laps. So Charles hopes he timed his overtake of the lead at the right time. 42 laps in the books, 14 laps to go here at Darlington. Dylan Young is now second. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth is Quentin Moore, and Cole Deaver runs fifth. John Andrews has now moved in the 6th position now in the number 16 National Guard Ford. And now Joshua Osborne trying to hold off Cat Batson in the 28 card. Cat in 8th position, Osborne in 7th. And Joshua gets loose, and he almost spins, gets off the wall right there. So Joshua earns himself a Darlington stripe as well as quite a few drivers have so far today. And now look at the freight train going by Joshua. Daniel Bouchard tried to get by him, but no dice there. Kyle Matthews, the last driver to get by him. So Joshua drops to the 12th position now. But there's the top three. Two blue cars chasing a red and blue car. As they go through turns number 1 and 2 now. Dylan Young keeping the pressure on him. Charles Sanford out in front. Chevrolet in first, Dodge in second, a Ford in third, and a Chevy in fourth, and also a Chevy in fifth. 10 laps to go in the Dodge Challenger 500 caution-free so far. They're averaging almost 178 miles an hour, 177.95 to be exact. But Dylan Young trying to close up here. Young looking for his first victory of the season, as is Sanford, as is Batson, and also as is Quentin Moore. It looks like this race may come down to those 4 cars here, but unless Deaver and Andrews throws their hats in the ring. 9 to go. Actually, make that 8 to go. Excuse me. No, it is 9 to go. It'll be 8 to go this time by as they go through turns number 1 and 3 and 4 for another time. 8 to go now. Dylan Young pulling back for maybe a run here as they come through turns number 1 and 2 again. He's got to draft off Batson's car to see if they can stay hooked up there and pull up to the back of that 24 car again. And if I'm Charles, I'd be turning those flame boosters on right now, and that flame scheme that there. So because Dylan Young's coming. Levi McIntyre now up to 7th position now. Laura Chung in 8th. 9th is Dana Bouchard. And 10th position now is Zachary Fitzwater. As several cars have now fallen back here. Shelton really fallen back now in the 17 car. Osborne gets past now. Seth Cole, Amanda Evans. Foreman's about to get past. Here comes Alexander Rowe in the 7 car. And now Phil Parker moves to the inside, trying to give Nathan a little bit of help there, and they get past they get past Rowe, I should say. Now Alexander Rowe's now falling back as well too. Allison Rain, Gabby Conklin, Samantha Oscon, and James Henry about to get past him as well too in the 25 car. Henry, who started back in the pack, that was not pleased with his qualifying run, is now moved up a bit now too. And that is, I think, 23rd he just took. Shelton dropping back to 17th position, matching her car number. Osborne back to 14th position. And meantime, Charles Sanders just lost the lead to Dylan Young now. And now can Dylan Young hold him off? He's got a very hungry Keith Batson. Remember, Batson won this race last season. Looking for 2 in a row in the Dodge Challenger 500. This time by will complete the 53rd lap. We will have 3 laps remaining. Oh, Batson looks inside now. Let's see. Can he take the off to number 2? No, he does not. Young trying to use every inch of the racetrack he can in that Dodge here, and problems with the Matt McIntyre car, the number 10 machine. And there is Matt coming down pit road, 55 miles an hour to pit speed limit here at Darlington Raceway. It has been a miserable start to the season for Matt McIntyre, unfortunately for him in that 10 machine. And they are, race is almost over, so it's probably too late now to do anything. But anyway, white flag's going to be waved this time by for Dylan Young. Will it be him or Keith Batson in victory lane here at Darlington? Keith's closed up again as the white flag waves. 1 to go. Batson dips to the low side. Dylan Young trying to hold it off for the time being as they go through turns number 1 and 2 now. Young pulls ahead just a bit now as they come down the backstretch in the third turn. Batson drops back a bunch, maybe trying to get a run, but I think he dropped back too much. Off to number 4 he comes, and he did drop back too much because Dylan Young takes the checker flag. Dylan Young wins at Darlington. Dylan Young, the defending series champion, gets his first victory of season 31. The number 2 Miller Lite Dodge goes to victory lane. Keith Batson, you can't say he didn't try on that last few laps, in the last couple laps of that race to try to get by. I thought maybe for a minute when he came through 1 and 2, I thought he was going to have a shot of getting past him, but that unfortunately did not come to pass. Excuse the pun, sorry on that one. Third will go to Quentin Moore. Fourth position will go to Cole Deaver. And finishing fifth will be John Andrews. A great day for the Andrews team in fifth spot. Charles Samper, he almost had that one. He ends up finishing sixth. Seventh will go to goes to Levi McIntyre. Eighth to Laura Chung. Ninth to Daniel Bouchard. His first top 10 of the season, I think. And Zachary Fitzwater with a solid finish in 10th position. Average speed 176.731 miles per hour. And rest of the order for you here. Kyle Matthews with a solid day, finishing 11th. 12th will go to William Brock. Trent Dunham 13th. Joshua Osborne dropped to 14th in the final running order. Amanda Evans 15th. 16th will go to Seth Cole. Jessica Sheldon, who was up there all race long. She matches her car number in finishing position, finishing 17th. Excuse me. Phil Parker 18th, Gabby Conklin 19th, and Cement Oscon with the top 20. He finishes 20th position. Got by Nathan Orman in the last couple laps of that race there. Orman finishes 21st. 22nd will go to Allison Rain, then James Henry, Alexander Rowe, and James Sykes, who started last. He ends up finishing 25th in this race. Dylan Poteet, not the way he wanted to follow up the Atlanta win. He finishes 26th. Christian Vargas 27th. 28th will go to Mike Becker, 29th, Paul Minnick, 30th to Roberto Crown Jr. Zach Winkle, will finish 31st. George, 32nd, then Tina McCoy, Jesse Turner, Ryan Butcher, Wes McCoy, Clint Buchanan, and Ryan Brommer, the last car to finish on the lead lap in 38th. Kat Batson had a problem late in the race. She finishes 39th. And a header failure knocked Matt McIntyre out of the race. He ends up finishing 40th. Almost made it to the finish, but not quite, though. And you can bet some of these top teams like Kat Batson, Matt McIntyre, and several others, they're going to try to put it in the overtime to see what's going on with their cars here late in the race or in this early portion of the season. But for Dylan Young, his first victory of the season as he brings the Miller Lite Ford to victory lane here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Gold, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup series, which is the main series on this channel, and season 5 of this series is pretty much in full swing right now. And also check out our other two NNSCRA series on other channels there, such as our Race Winners channel. Dylan Young's channel is X86753985AX. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also be sure to check out the channel Thrashman 899. That's Levi McIntyre channel. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So check those two channels out, and they got some cool stuff on there. Again, that's X86753985AX, and also channel Thrashman 899. So be sure to check those two channels out as well, and those two channels out as well as this channel, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. So that will do it here today at Darlington. And for now, this is James Qualls. This is a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We will see you at Texas Motor Speedway for the Interstate Batteries 500.